Hello friends, this is Scott, and this was a week ago. I ran down to the hobby farm for two purposes. One was to get this window finally replaced. It's been the last of the major eyesores. We got the siding done and now the window's done. So we're real happy about that. Looks pretty good from the inside. And now I can actually see a view. I didn't know we had a view out that window. So from the outside, they did have to pull off the old siding to be able to get the window in, but they're siding people, so they just put the siding back. So again, it looks pretty good. And we actually, you can kind of see what the view is going to be through the reflection. But from the front of the house now, we no longer have that window as an eyesore. Here's a look at another problem I have here in the front yard. Is the previous owner just had a bunch of gravel dumped in here. Didn't put any weed barrier down or anything. And so all we have is a rocky, weedy mess. And when I mow, I shoot rocks around, which isn't a good thing. So I'm going to take some of this gravel, and I've got another purpose for it. We're going to use it today for the newest project, and what the main focus of this video is going to be involving this wall block that I've got brought down from my Salt Lake residence, where I've disassembled one of the planting beds that I'm not going to use anymore for vegetables, and I brought it down here so that I could terrace this section off so that I can have extended garden space, as well as kind of level the yard out. And I needed to build a little bit of a base because I want to put the chicken coop next to that chicken pen for this year anyway. We'll see if I like it there or not, or if I end up taking my pasture up for some of the chickens. Now look at the slope here. We've got quite a bit of dirt to bring in here to level this area out. First step in the wall was using some of those rocks or gravel that I brought from the front yard, and I did measure the block and then measure the wall and figure out what level I needed to start with to get so the top level will be pretty close to the top of that other existing wall. But again, you just pack it down, you level it every which way just to make sure that the block is sitting straight and square, and just kept on marching out. And again, I didn't bring a ton of blocks, so this was the first day. I just ran down here for the window, and I ran down here with a few of the block. And so that's about as much as I got done. I got that first level done. But then the next weekend, which was last weekend, I got down here, and here's a hint for what the future videos are going to be. I did bring some materials down from the Salt Lake residence and some more block, but it's still not going to be enough to do everything that I want to do. So we'll just do as much as we can. I forgot my weighted hammer, so I have my chisel, but not my hammer, so I couldn't break any of these blocks. And I'll show you next video how easy it is to break those blocks to the size you need to finish walls. But I went 7 wide, and I'm going to go up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6 levels, it looks like, 6 or 7. Now, I did this trip, I wanted to build the other side of the wall so it was even. And so the first thing I did was level the first block with the existing wall that I just built. And then, again, same thing. Once I had one level, I just leveled all the other ones to that. And this is just to hold back some dirt so that I could expand those garden beds. But that's as far as I got this trip. As you see how I used the gravel, I had to get 6 to 8 buckets of gravel from the front. So again, I'm doing this job on the cheap and using what I have. And part of that also is the big pile of rocks that I have from the big pile of dirt. And I used my wheelbarrow, and I just wheeled them over here to the wall. And I'm going to build this base up behind the wall. As you see these bricks, they have a little lip at the back, so the wall kind of leans backwards as you stack up. Now, you could knock those little lips off and make it a straight wall. I like the look of kind of that terrace, kind of a setback. But I'm going to use these rocks just to kind of level up the bottom and strengthen up the bottom of the wall. I made a mistake in a previous wall by my compost bin in Salt Lake that I had a bunch of hugelkultur. I put a bunch of organic matter sticks behind a wall and other materials, and they broke down, and the wall leaned. So I don't want that to happen here, so I'm just bringing those rocks, and I'm building it up, and I won't do the other side yet until I build a little taller. But I'm back to the big pile of dirt, which is now an excavation point, and I'm going to get a few wheelbarrows just to pack those rocks at the base of the wall. Wasn't too motivated today. It was not a very hot day, but I just didn't quite have the wanting to dig in the dirt mood. So yeah, you got to get mentally ready for that kind of project. But I do have a wheelbarrow with a flat tire. So as you see, I got to level that area off because I was able to make it, but I got to get that tire pumped up. But yeah, you can see some of my pain when I'm trying to move materials around this yard. And again, I'm going to pack these rocks in so they're not going to move. So that first wheelbarrow did about half of what I want to do today. I'm not going to bring in a bunch more dirt. I want to start screening the dirt after I get this base level, but I'm not worried about, rocks and things now, because that's what we're doing, is we're just packing little rocks in with bigger rocks and along with dirt. Here I'm coming with the second load with the wheelbarrow. And again, it's need a better wheel going on that one. But yeah, just a simple process, and get this wall kind of based, packed in, and using my best tool I have, which is always my feet, it seems like. But yeah, I just want to make sure that this is packed in. Now again, I've got a lot of material to move in here, but I did use just the unscreened material from the wall, because I just wanted to pack in along the base of the wall. And then as I add more material, it'll be better soil so that we can actually grow something in here. But here's a look at just two wheelbarrows, just to do all I'm going to do today. I am putting just big rocks on these corners rather than build up the beds, because I want to keep them straight, keep that pathway straight. So here's the vision. There's the chicken pen. I'm going to put a 6x6 chicken coop here, I believe, approximately 6x6. And then we're going to have that wall totally built, just squared up. Then we're going to walk up the path there. It's going to be a 4-foot opening, so I can get wheelbarrows and lawnmowers through here. And now let's go check out what the chickens are doing up here. They're over here hunting the potato patch. That's, again, where the grasshoppers like to hang out, their favorite food. And these chickens are funny. I'll show you here in a second. The beans here, though, are ready to pick. As we scroll back around, you'll see what I was saying about being funny, because that chicken there, the Americana, caught a grasshopper. Well, what you have once is, possession's 9/10 of the law, I guess. And that gray one's the best at catching grasshoppers, but seems to be the best thief also. So anyway, that's the survival of the fittest, I guess. But there seems to be plenty of grasshoppers to go around. But as we head back down the path, you can see all the dirt I need to bring in here and what I'm going to do with those planting beds to make more planting space. You think you have a half acre, you got plenty of space, but no, unless they use up the pasture, it's the space needs to be utilized. So, but here's another look at where the coop's going to go, and that'll be a future video. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.